Alright, boys, no cuts, no edits. Alright, straight up raw information, raw knowledge. So listen, I usually do my videos very in general. Like, if you want to get in shape, do this, do that. But today, if you're under 18 years old, you want to get in shape and you are skinny, you are a skinny boy that wants to go on a bulk to gain some muscles, this video is for you, my friend. And if you want to skip this, you will ruin your life. So listen. You right now are skinny and you want to go on a bulk. Where should I go on a dirty bulk? Should I go on a lean bulk, clean bulk? How does those things work? I'm not so sure. I'm kind of new in the game. Listen, bro. All you have to know is this. If you just start today, that's all that matters. First of all, first point. If you start, even though you start doing some random bullshit exercise in the gym, you're not doing with the correct form, you're not doing anything good in there, you're at least trying. So the best thing that you can do right now is get your ass in the gym. Well, I don't know how to do this exercise or do that. Ask some coach in there. Ask some guy in the gym. Just have some balls to ask somebody in there. Well, how can I really do this correctly? If you really think you're doing it wrong, right? Or if you're doing it wrong, somebody will just go there and be like, hey, bro, you're doing this wrong. Like, people in the gym are very friendly, right? So don't worry about that. Go there, try your best. That's the best thing you can do in this moment. Next, in terms of nutrition, listen, because many of you make this mistake of, well, I have to eat carbs and I only have to eat carbs and protein. So that means that I'm going to buy myself a big whey protein. I'm going to buy a lot of potatoes or some carbs, right? Eat a lot of bread to get my carbs in. But that's not actually the best thing you can do. The best thing you can do is focus on only eating, well, not only actually. Most of your diet is supposed to be meat. If you can do 80% of your diet only meat, that's amazing. That means that your cholesterol will go up, testosterone up, your muscles up, everything will just go up, right? So trust me. And also, meat is very rich in protein. So didn't you say you want protein? Eat more meat, brother. Eat more organs. That's gonna bring you so much gains in the gym. So trust me. The step number 2 is the nutrition, and you have to have your nutrition right. Because if your nutrition is bad, if every single day you eat junk food which has zero nutrients, zero minerals, zero vitamins, zero everything, you're basically eating just calories straight up, basically chemical calories, right? And it's just simply not good for your body, right? So listen, 80% of your diet meat. People call this carnivore diet, but this is actually like a normal diet. But anyways, let's just call it carnivore diet. Sure, that's the best thing you can do right now to gain muscles. And the thing is, when you want to lose weight because you're just too big, you'll also just still stay on the same carnivore diet. You'll just eat way less and less fat. It's as easy as that. And you want to go on a bulk and you might say, well, I have to also eat a lot of calories, and meat doesn't have as much calories, right? If you want to eat a steak, you will get full and still have a lot of calories to consume. Don't worry, eat a lot of butter. People will say butter is bad. Butter isn't bad. It's actually very healthy. So trust me, you don't believe me, just go on and fucking search, alright? That's actually very healthy. So butter, if you want more calories. Also, a lot of cheese. If you can get cheese from raw milk or even drink raw milk itself, that's gonna be amazing. Lots of calories, your bones will be stronger. So basically, best things that you can do, best thing that you can eat as a guy that's trying to gain muscles and gain some volume, just eat a lot of calories from milk, cheese, and butter. Yeah. So those things are the main calorie intake, let's say, right? Then step number 3, all right, you got your trainings in place, you got your alimentation in place. Now you have to sleep correctly. And sleep correctly, this is the easiest one, right? I let this one for the end because I know everyone is just trying to maximize the sleep with some, bro, it's easy, all right? You just need to sleep 8 hours a night at least. If you can sleep 8 hours a night at least, I know some of you have school, right? Actually, if you're under 18, everyone has school, right? So trust me, just sleep 8 hours a night and that's it. 8 or 9 hours. If you sleep 10, is kind of, what are you doing even? Because more than 10 hours you don't really need. Less than 8 is pretty is very little for a guy that wants to gain muscles, right? So 8 hours at least, max 10 hours. This is the way you should view sleeping, right? Not any tips and tricks, hacks. Well, do this before sleep. Sure, it might help you, some tips and tricks here and there, but let me just tell you something. If you just sleep 8 hours a night, it's all that matters, right? It's way simpler than it seems. It's way simpler than it seems. You just have to sleep, all right? The easiest fucking step in the world. It's not hard at all. The hardest part, the hardest part in my experience might actually be the gym itself, because the nutrition, sure, I mean, I just gonna eat meat. I love eating steaks. I love eating chicken, but the training is probably the hardest part, because you gotta go there every single day, even if you don't want it. You still have to be there, training hard, lifting those weight, and just then getting home. It's not as hard as it seems, I'm telling you, but it's still the hardest part in getting in shape, in my opinion, because you gotta do that every single day for the next years. And even though you get in shape in the next 6 months, right? Because if you listen to everything that I say, you will get in shape in less than 6 months. I promise. Just write down in your notebook what day is today. For me, it's 13 May probably, or 16. Fuck knows. And just see yourself how much you progress with everything that I say in the next 6 months. You'll be in shape. But the thing is, after you get in shape, you still have to go gym. And that's not because you want to get bigger, you want to get more muscles or any of that. Even if you want, sure, then continue doing it. But you will have to maintain the physique. You have to still go gym to build that physique that is hard to lose. Because in the next 6 months, you get in shape, but then you give up for another 6 months. Then it's almost the same as you started, right? So you gotta continue doing that. Because the first thing is, the first months are actually pretty hard. Are actually pretty like, fuck, I'm actually doing something that I don't wanna do every day. But it's alright. It's alright, because at some point it becomes a normal thing in your life. At some point in my life, when I was going to the gym and I said, well, this isn't so hard. I actually go gym and I'm having fun in there. I lift some weights, I just throw them around. My testosterone is tripling in there. I'm fucking shouting when I lift some weights. So I'm just like, it's cool actually. It's pretty fun. I meet some people in there. Have fun, right? At some point, gyms becomes fun. And you might be lucky and you might love it from the beginning. So don't even worry about how hard or easy it is. The important thing that you have to know is that you want to get in shape. You want to gain muscles, gain weight, and it's all that matter, because you will be able to do anything that you want. No, I said it wrong. No cuts, alright? Fuck that. You will be able to get in shape because you know what you want. You know you want to gain weight. You know you want muscles. You know you want a great physique, jacked, shredded. I know you want all that. And that's the important thing. That's all that matters. You want it perfect. Go and get it. It's yours to get. You see, it's like sitting here and I see this coconut water in front of me. I'm like, do I want this coconut water? Yes, I fucking want it. Would I go gym every single day to get this coconut water? Yes, I would just give 100% my best. I'll be disciplined, eating the right food, etc., so I can drink this coconut water. This is how you have to think about it. You would do all those things to get your coconut water? Well, yes. Perfect. That's all you need. And then drink your coconut water. Basically, enjoy your physique. Alright? So, boys, you don't need to watch any more videos about getting in shape. Actually, if you want to know more about nutrition, watch my videos and you'll learn way more. But in general, this is all you need. Just go gym, apply everything that I say, and I promise you guys, you will get in shape in the next 6 months if you really dedicate yourself to that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope at least one of you will really take action after this video, because most of you, I'm gonna be honest, most of you watch my content. Wow, great motivation. Good job, bro. That's amazing. So much motivation. I'm gonna be so disciplined. The next 15 minutes, all the motivation is done, is gone. And there you're just sitting there, what should I do? Well, let me just watch another YouTube video. No, fuck that. Alright, subscribe to my channel and go to the gym in this moment. This is the best decision that you can ever do in your life. So trust me, boys. Just start going to the gym. Also, little story before I end. I also had a friend. He wanted to start going to the gym. Well, I don't know when should I start? Well, I'm kind of thinking about that shit. And I just said, all right, well, come with me today. And I said, well, I don't know. Just come. We just we just walk to the gym, right? You can leave them. He ended up getting the subscription. The next month, he got in shape because he actually went with me there, trained with me, even though in his mind he was like maybe next month or just very trying to avoid. He just went there. Boom. He started going to the gym. So the beginning is hard, but then it gets easier and easier. So boys, trust me, just go there. Just go there for once, and I promise you, you will just not want to leave that place. So go there right now. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and share this with as many friends that you want, or family members, whoever you want to help to get in shape, right? So boys, I appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you will actually take my advice and apply it in real life instead of just feeling motivated. Yeah, thank you for watching. It's you boys in the next one. Bye.